Oh my God, this World Cup just keeps getting better and better. What an incredible bit of football we have seen in Group H today. South Korea coming through clutch to give Luis Suarez and Uruguay some absolute nightmares. Please inject those Luis Suarez tears direct into my veins. That was glorious to watch on a day when many of us tuned in to hopefully see Ghana beat Uruguay. And you know, after that World Cup where Luis Suarez's penalty, handball, and they missed the penalty, we wanted to see Ghana get some revenge. It didn't happen for Ghana. And in the second half, I switched. I was just all on the South Korea train, hoping they would get the goal that saw Uruguay get knocked out. I'm sorry, any Uruguay fans watching this. I really wanted to see Luis Suarez in tears, even if it meant seeing Edinson Cavani, someone that I'm fond of, getting dumped out of probably his final World Cup. That was incredible, incredible action. And South Korea take a bow. That was a huge win. And you look at that goal that they scored in the second half through hee-chan in the 91st minute of 6 minutes added on. And when you look at that goal, it was absolutely fantastic by Son. Son broke on the counter-attack. There was about 3 or 4 Portugal players back, maybe more. He had a lot to do. He was on his own. He had to wait for support. He waited for support. He found the right pass. The player was onside. And then hee-chan buries it. Fantastic goal from South Korea to give them that win and to send their fans into absolute madness. If you haven't seen it yet, head over to John Shin's channel and check out his live stream from when he was watching the game. There was tears, vomit, all sorts. I'm not sure what was happening with John, but it meant so much to him, and it will mean so much to their fans, their players, their nation. Absolutely huge, huge win. Massive disappointment on the other hand for Uruguay. They would have been thinking they were going through. They would have been sitting there thinking they were going through. They were harassing the referee at the end of the game as well because they thought they should have had a penalty. Cavani going into the box. It looked like it was a possible penalty on the first play. But then you see it, and Cavani could have made a play for the ball, and he kind of made sure his run went into the direction of the Ghana player, and he got brought down. And therefore, I don't think it was a penalty, and I think the referee got it right. The drama in that game, though, Ghana getting that early penalty, missing the penalty. AU, what are you doing? Both AUs came off at half-time. It was such a bad penalty, man. You could tell he was going to miss it as soon as he stepped up. It was a poor, poor penalty. And you've got to ask yourself, what are you doing? When the pressure's on, surely you've just got to absolutely put your foot through it. And Andre Ayew it was that missed it. And then you see Arrascaeta get the 2 goals for Uruguay. Luis Suarez with some good work, hitting them straight on the counter just shortly after that penalty. And the rebound from the goalkeeper getting tucked in. Then Arrascaeta scores a very good goal after that, set up by Luis Suarez again, who's had a quiet tournament, but then all of a sudden turns it on against Ghana, who were gunning for his blood. Unfortunately, Ghana couldn't get themselves back into the game because a draw for them would have seen them go through. So a draw for them would have seen them go through over a head-to-head with South Korea. But South Korea getting that win, and it was a huge win. Portugal were playing for nothing. They had top spot sewn up. They knew that already. They rested a lot of players, took Cristiano Ronaldo off after 60 minutes. Bruno Fernandes didn't play. Diogo Dalot made his first start in this World Cup. Got an assist inside the opening couple of minutes as well. So good to see him continuing Manchester United's good form in terms of our players getting goal contributions and stuff. Good to see Bruno rested as well. But Portugal knew they were going through. And as it is, it's South Korea who will now go through and possibly play Brazil. And that will be a very, very difficult game for Brazil. They will hope to have Neymar back for that one. And you'd expect Brazil to win. But Korea are showing that they're not going to, give up anything lightly. And they're really battling. And it's so good as well in this World Cup. You see Australia have made it through. Morocco have made it through. Japan have made it through. Now you've got South Korea that have made it through. America, Senegal. It's not just the European teams and the South American teams that are dominating in this World Cup. You even look at some of the other big results, Saudi Arabia beating Argentina, etc. There's some Iran beating Wales as well was another huge result. It's not just your normal teams or your usual faces going through to the knockout stages. Obviously, you've still got Serbia, Switzerland, and Cameroon, who, if they were to beat Brazil by a certain scoreline, and Switzerland and Serbia were to draw, then they would go through. Obviously, unlikely, but you never know based on how this World Cup's going, especially if Brazil were to rest one or two. But Switzerland and Serbia are going in a head-to-head that's probably going to decide second spot. Switzerland probably be favourites for that, but Serbia will fancy their chances. And obviously that will all decide who Portugal will play in their knockout. But everything's shaping up now in this World Cup. Incredible, incredible day. I'm gutted for Ghana and the Ghanaian fans. I had high hopes for them today coming into it, but I'm glad that South Korea went through instead, and we got to see those Luis Suarez tears. And now when we look at the World Cup as it stands, obviously we've still got that final group to be decided, to decide Portugal and South Korea's opponents. But you've got the Netherlands against USA. Interesting game there. Obviously you'd go with, you'd think Holland would probably go through in that one, but it wouldn't surprise you if USA pulled off a shock. Argentina against Australia. Now Australia doing really well, went through in a group that, you know, they wouldn't have expected to go through in, or many people wouldn't have given them a chance to go through in. Argentina already faced that shock of losing against Saudi Arabia, but Messi obviously coming into huge form. That's an interesting game. Japan-Croatia looks like a fantastic game. I think Japan are favourites for that. England-Senegal, France-Poland, Morocco-Spain. You're looking at them, and based on form in this World Cup, France-Poland's the only one where you go, I think France will win that one comfortably. But again, you never know. If Lewandowski turns up on the day, anything can happen. But this has been a really good World Cup so far. Considering I wasn't really looking forward to it, I'm gutted I never went out there now. Some great games. And today was absolutely incredible. Hats off to South Korea for a huge win. Commiserations to the Ghana fans and the Uruguay fans. Not Luis Suarez though. It's so good to see him in tears. And yeah, woof. We're heading towards the knockout stages now. Obviously, we've got that Brazil game against Cameroon, Serbia, Switzerland tonight. But now we're gearing towards those knockout stages, and the World Cup is heading towards, you know, sudden death time. You lose, you're out. And things with some big teams going out, things are shaping up nicely. Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. Now we're nearly got our last 16. Who do you think are the favourites? Could we have a dark horse win this tournament? Get your thoughts in the comments below. Keep it like, comment, share and subscribe. And until next time, I've been AdamMcKola. I'm out of here.